Hey, 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 what's up, y'all? Natalie Mylan here, the dope trauma therapist. And today I want to come to you guys to talk about how we sometimes get stuck in our relationships. Like we're in our relationships, we love our partner, and then something happens and it sets us completely off, right? And we start to tell ourselves something, right? Like we start to tell ourselves, man, my partner doesn't care. Maybe I'm a bad wife, I'm a bad husband, I keep failing her, I keep letting him down. Like we can start to tell ourselves a variety of things. And when we do that, it's super, super painful for us, right? Like it is incredibly painful to think that we are somehow letting our partners down. We are somehow not being who we are setting out to be, right? Like we're causing our partners grief or what have you. And typically, when we're set off, we tend to behave in certain ways. So, like, there are times when you might become hypercritical of your partner. You may take little jabs at them. You might, say things to them that are super critical. You may even speak to them in a condescending tone. Or you may be on the opposite side of the spectrum and you may just shut down. You may walk away. You may leave out of the room while your partner is still talking. You may need to get in your car and go for a drive. You may, start back working because it just feels so much easier to do that. And regardless of what your behaviors are in those moments, they are normally because you're trying to preserve your relationship. You are trying, like, if you're the person that typically walks away or kind of like shuts down, you do what we kind of call like you leave the situation. So, sort of like your nervous system is one that goes into a flee type of mode. You're really doing that because you actually need a minute, right? Like you need a moment. It's all too overwhelming for you. And really, you're thinking that if I just take this moment, things will calm down and we'll be able to reconnect, right? Like we'll be able to come back together and love on each other, be in each other's good graces. Your nervous system may be one that's the fight nervous system, right? Like at any sign or any indication that there's disconnection happening, like that may send your nervous system into overdrive. And you're like, I have to do something right now to stop this. I have to do something right. I got to fix this right now. And so you're going after your partner. Maybe they just walked out the room and you're following them out of the room. Maybe you're screaming and yelling at the top of your lungs. Maybe you're saying things that are really hurtful, but like some attention is better than no attention in those moments because you're feeling like, oh my God, like I'm losing my partner, I'm losing my connection to my partner. And it brings on something that we call primal panic in the attachment world, right? Like you can feel that primal panic. You feel like you're losing your partner. You feel like it's not going to be okay. And you are trying anything, something, anything, just something to bring your partner back close to you. And although, like, I know if you're the partner that's on the other end of the spectrum and you're the shutdown partner, you're the one that needs to just take a minute, you're probably thinking, okay, it is so counterproductive for my partner to yell at me if they want me to come back close to them, right? And if you're the partner that does the following them out of the room and the being critical and the screaming and the yelling and all of that, you're thinking, there's no way that you need to get away from me in order for you try to come back and reconcile, right? It doesn't make sense. But no, believe it or not, that's what your nervous systems need in those moments to kind of help you to calm down and help you to get back to a place of feeling okay, feeling safe before you can then engage in those conversations that may feel super heavy and super threatening. That may be very painful. And so sometimes that's what's happening. So I challenge you to try change what you're telling yourself, reframe what you're telling yourself when your partner's walking away or your partner's getting critical or condescending or whatever. Like kind of try to start to think of this in terms of like, wait, there's something that my partner needs right now, right? Like there's something that my partner is feeling right now that might be incredibly overwhelming for them or super terrifying to them. And maybe I can say something in a different way to try and get at whatever their need is in the moment. Okay. So, how do you handle it when you're feeling threatened or feeling, just scared in your relationship? Drop it in the chat for me. Let me know like what you do. How do you handle those things? Okay. All right. Until next time, I'll talk to you guys later.